My people are dying through a lack of knowledge. And like it or not, Christian or not, that's what the Bible tells us. Now, I'm going to do a quick video for you because I have a great big issue with people saying to me, I didn't know what this school was like. I didn't know what this school was about. And as parents, we have a duty of care to our children to ensure that we do a thorough checkup on what the school is like. Talk to the parents, talk to some of the children who go to the school, see what the school is about. Don't necessarily follow the Ofsted report because Ofsted is a government organisation. So what they say isn't necessarily the case. We have to do our own investigations. Now, when you've put your child in a school and you put your child there and you walk away, you give the school free rein to deal with your child any way they like. That shouldn't be. You should always be on hand to chase up what's going on with your child in the school. You should always be on hand to support your child with whatever is going on in school. And if the school has got these reports to make about your child at the parents' evenings, why did you not know that something was going on before the parents' evening? Why is it that they've waited until the parents' evening to tell you that your child's behaviour is unacceptable or your child is not meeting the grades? Why is it that you allow, and I say you allow, this school to place your child in detention and you don't challenge why your child is in detention? Why is it that you're allowing the schools to put your child in isolation and they call it a reflection room? What are they reflecting and why have you not challenged it? I said the people are dying through a lack of knowledge because not enough parents are taking the time out to find out what the school curriculum is about. To find out when they send the documents to you and say this is the school and the parent and the child's agreement, you're making an agreement, you're making a covenant with that school. What does that actually mean? What does it mean for your child? So when your child is not behaving the way they want your child to behave, what does that actually mean? And how can you challenge them? They're very quick to tell you that you made that agreement with them, but did you understand what that agreement meant? Too many of our children are suffering at the hand of the schools. Too many of our children's confidence are being knocked because of the school. Too many of our children are going into depression because of the school structure. And you know how sometimes you just don't feel well and you don't know why, or you don't feel confident to express what's going on? We need to be the voice of our children. They won't always express why they're feeling away or why they're not happy in school or why they're not happy in that particular lesson. We've got to dig deep. Your child's mental well-being depends on you being their voice, you being their advocate. And we also need to have some really honest conversations with ourselves. If your child is behaving a certain way at home and you're finding that behavior hard to manage or hard to challenge, and that doesn't necessarily call your parenting skills into question, because society these days has so much of an impact on children's behavior, right? But if this is your child, you need to be honest about it. You need to speak out about it, because when your child goes to school and they start behaving in the same way and the school says it's unacceptable and I'm not having your child, right? You can't then say, I'm going to call in an outside organization because you're discriminating against my child, or, you know, you're treating my child unfairly. Let's have the honest conversations. This is what's going on at home. I don't know why this is going on at home. This is how my child is behaving in school. I don't know why their behavior has gone from being that perfect, loving child to being one where their behavior is uncontrollable. Let's stop saying my child is that perfect child and I don't understand what the school is saying, because often that isn't the truth. And as outside organisations, we can't come in and mop up and make things right if we're not having these honest conversations. And this is where community parenting comes back to play. The Caribbeans and Africans, that community parenting then becomes the village. Yeah, it takes the village to raise a child. Why are we not raising our children in the village? Why are we not taking community responsibility for our children? Right? With March, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Our children's lives matter. And if we can come together and collaborate around Black Lives